Hey everybody, kind of jarring there at the end. We're in outer space and now we're in the studio, but how's it going? Let me know if you can hear me all right. Trying this new streaming setup and everything, but welcome to an InterBrews live stream on National Beer Can Day. Hold on, I got a real cool, well, it's not that cool, but I got a thing that's already there. How's everybody doing? Danny, I saw you. I'm going to pull up the chat here in just a second, but anyway, wanted to, yeah, there we go. National Beer Can Day. Boom. And a ticker. And boom. Kennedy would be proud. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to January 24th. On this day in 1935, I'm going to pull up the chat so I can see everybody's chats. Boom. Let's go. Let's stream them. Yes. Oh, it's not doing my Facebook profile. Okay. Hey, yes. Hey, Jeffrey. Yes, we finally decided to do, well, a little short deal. I've got a couple of podcasts, ready to go. Actually, the Foss audio episode is out. The video will be out hopefully later today or tomorrow. And I have recorded an episode with Mike McKim of Cuvée Coffee. That one will be up this week as well. And anyway, this is a live stream. I'm going to start doing more of these live streams. I got a pretty cool, nifty, handy dandy setup. So I see you guys are watching on Facebook. If anybody's watching on YouTube or Twitter or any of those other profiles, send me a chat and we'll see how this thing works. So let's see. Oh yeah, show on screen. Boom. All right, that's out of the way. Let's see if we can't move this over there. Boom. Wow. Are you more of a, okay, so Jeffrey's he's more of a midday live stream guy. Okay. Well, we'll do some of that, of course. We'll do more of that. So there you go. But anyway, real quick, as you can see, if you read our ticker, I don't know, maybe you're watching on your phone, you can't see it, but let's talk about National Beer Can Day. It was on this day, January 24th, back in 1935, that the first ever beer can was debuted. And who was it? Well, it was Kruger Cream Ale. There you go. Boom. That's the first beer can ever. I don't know if that's the first one, but it's what it looked like. And now we have beer cans everywhere. So hold on, let me pull up my info. I should have been a little more on top of it. In 1935, in partnership with American Can Company, this is all courtesy of History, the History Channel. So thank you, History Channel. They delivered 2,000 cans of Kruger's finest beer, their cream ale, and Kruger's cream ale. So that's the cream ale can, but their finest beer. I don't know what style it is. Probably a light lager. In Richmond, Virginia, of all places. And let's see, 91% of the drinkers approved of the canned beer. And so they tested it out, and they're like, let's do it. A bunch of people were like, this is crazy. You can't do that. Yeah, Danny saying didn't know if he would want to drink it. Well, I don't know why. I mean, just because it's in a rusty can doesn't mean it's not going to be delicious. Just saying. I bet it was. I bet the rest back then was part of the terroir, probably. But anyway, they delivered. Let's see, that was in 35. After they had put in 2 years of research, starting in 33. To make sure pressurize and everything with a carbonated drink. And once they put it out there, they sold 80% of the distributors in America picked them up, and they sold millions of cans. And the big three at the time, when we were growing up was always Miller, Coors, and Bud. And then Miller and Coors came together, and now Bud owns part of Miller, and it's an all weird thing, right? But back then, the big three were Anheuser-Busch, Pabst, and Schlitz. And Kruger outsold all of them once they put the cans out. And so over 200 million cans in that first year. That's a lot of cans. That can't be right. Anyway, maybe that's not in the first year. But very quickly, that's a lot of cans. There's no way there's that many. 200 million? Oh, by the end of 35. From 33 to the end of 35. Still, that's 2 years. 200 million cans? That's a lot. Anyway, then World War II happened, and cans were like a big deal. And there you go. They took off. And now we have all the goodies, all the best canned things in our world here. Don't forget that now, let's go through the history books of canned craft beer. Boom, the first canned craft beer. There you go, Dale's Pale Ale. And that is the first to can craft. What's that there you say, Jeffrey? Yes, you can can. We'll get to that in just a second. But yes, you can can beer in your garage now. And that's fantastic. Boom, yes. So that was the first craft beer when it was still a craft beer. I guess we should have done a live stream to talk about this, but Dale's Pale Ale is now an energy drink. I don't know when the first energy drink was to be canned. I guess it was Red Bull, but now they're part of the Monster group. And then, of course, I don't have to tell you people watching this, do I? That boom, first to can craft here in Texas, Southern Star, Pine Belt Pale Ale front and center. Those were the first three right there. Pine Belt was the first one, followed by Bombshell Blonde. Those Pine Belt in those 16-ounce cans, I missed those. And, maybe the 16-ounce cans will make a comeback. I don't know. We'll have to see. I talked to Dave earlier today. I didn't ask him if 16-ounce cans were coming back, but he's always doing streams and things like that, so we'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, it was Pine Belt Pale Ale was the first one. That beer intimidated me. I didn't know what to make of it. And then Bombshell Blonde, of course, it came along. And then Buried Hatchet Stout. I'm wearing it on my head. That's how much I love it. And that is where we are. Now everybody cans. And you can get, some of the legends. Check it out, Live Oak, their Weizenbach is out. Fantastic. Brand new breweries are able to do their stick-on labels like that. Professor Pills from Paradigm and Tom Ball. Has anybody tried them yet? If not, give them a try. A couple of beers out there in the market they can buy. You can buy it at your local grocery store or in the store, or go see them in person. Or also, don't forget, boom, cold brew coffee, Nitro. Here in a lot of big canned things happening in Texas, right? Yeah, it is better to can than bottle. And good news, Danny, is that the whole ball thing, the cabal at Ball decided not to up their prices just yet, or the minimum order, and so now that's been delayed, and that's a good thing because that was crazy. So I don't know how that'll play out, eventually, ultimately, but it's good that it was delayed. I believe it is better to can than bottle, although I do have a special place in my heart for bottles. But today's not National Beer Bottle Day. Today's National Beer Can Day, and that's what we're celebrating. So when you go to the store, when you go to your fridge and you see a can of beer and you hold it in your hand and you're like, this is going to be fantastic. Well, it hadn't always been that way, and it's evolved a lot over the time, but now we are here all these years later. What year are we in? 22? Do the math. That's almost 90 years. We're like 87 years in to canned beer. Who knew? What else has Texas contributed? So we've got the first nitro beer or nitro coffee was invented in Texas, right? Southern Star, first to can craft in Texas. Oscar Blues then moved to open their own brewery, tap room in Austin here in Texas. And then Smokey and the Bandit, they went and got a whole bunch of Coors beer, and that was from Texarkana, Texas, I think. Maybe it's the Arkansas side, but I'm sure they got into Texas and then had to go all the way back to Georgia, eastbound and down. And that's a legendary movie that everybody should watch. So there you go. All right. That might be all I have for now. I just wanted to do a short, quick stream to celebrate beer cans because today is National Beer Can Day. So go find somebody that cans beers or makes beers and puts it into cans and give them a hug. That's what you should do. And then grab a can, maybe grab their can. And, celebrate. Get some Southern Star. Or it doesn't, get whatever. Yeah, Southern Star would be a good one. They were the first. But don't let me fence you in. Get what you like. Not that you wouldn't like Southern Star, but, whatever's available. Don't feel pressure. Get something good. Share it with a friend. You know what? Get a can and maybe give it to a friend. If they don't, maybe they're not into craft beer, and you can get them into craft beer. Yes. Yeah, cans have a lot of technology. Let's nerd out, Danny. How are things in Florida? What's the temperature in Florida? Do we know what the temperature is in Midland? It's a whole other thing. But I'm shaking the camera there. Sorry, y'all. A little shaky. Speaking of cans, right over my left shoulder, sorry. Lone Pint, getting ready to can. That's a new development in the world of cans here in Texas. Of course, Brazos Valley, as you can see up above them, they've been canning for a long time. And you can see part of that Allstott there. They got cans too. Everybody's got cans. So, a lot of technology in the cans, the liners to keep them fresh. The wrap and all that kind of stuff to make it more affordable, and the recyclable. Cold, but I can do this. Boom. Cold, but very nice. House is done and loving it. That is excellent, Danny. That is very excellent. We are so happy for you here in Texas. We miss you. But we're glad you're liking it down there in the Sunshine State. So kudos to you. Good job. All right. Well, I don't know what else I'm supposed to talk about on National Beer Can Day other than perhaps, go buy somebody a beer. Go share a beer with somebody you enjoy. It's Monday. Work is almost done. If you're watching this later in the day, it's already 3:00 Texas time, and work is wrapping up. So go share a beer with somebody that you love, or maybe somebody you don't love. Where's Kennedy? That's a good question. I guess he's at work right now. Kennedy has a real job. Hence, InterBrews taking back over everything. So I'm going to do more live streams. This is a really easy setup to bring in guests. So we'll be doing more of that. And, just watch. Yeah. And Danny says he can do that. Thank you, Danny. I was waiting for somebody to make that joke. That's why I stretched it out this long. So there we go. All right. Well, thanks everybody for chiming in today. See everybody, all the chatters were on Facebook today. So I'm not sure how the other platforms are doing with the chat, but thanks for watching. If you want to share this so people know to celebrate National Beer Can Day. Do that. If you are watching on Facebook, maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't know. Oh, hey, there's P Rocka 33. Hi, sir, watching on the YouTubes. Appreciate that. And Jeffrey over there. Oh, there's Jeffrey's face in his profile. There you go. The YouTube shows your face, Jeffrey, on the YouTube. I appreciate that. We're also on Twitter, Twitch, and maybe LinkedIn. I don't know if it's working on LinkedIn currently, but we're all over the internet. Like every internet place, we currently are there to talk about National Beer Can Day. All right. That's all I got. So everybody have a blessed rest of your Monday. Have a great week. If there's any breaking news, beer news, I'll jump on here. Or if I have any thoughts, I'll probably just keep those to myself. But anyway, more shows coming up, podcasts coming up. Go check out the latest episode with Foss and my episode with Mike McKim dropping soon from Cuvée Coffee. And that's in cans too. Boom. There you go. Get your caffeine on if you can't get your beer on today. So whether you're doing uppers with coffee or downers with the beers, enjoy. Well, Producer Perry, I didn't want to blow up your spot. Of course, that's Producer Perry. Producer Perry is he's a legend, and so he's always here. Thank you, Producer Perry. You should change your handle to Producer Perry, or not. Either way. All right. Well, any more questions, requests, or anything like that before we wrap up the stream? I guess that's all I got. Lulls. Thank you, Producer Perry. Lulls to you too. All right. What else? That's it. Happy Monday. Go out and enjoy some great local craft beer wherever you're watching. Most of you are probably here in Texas, but wherever you are. And we'll see you again real soon. This is just too easy. And we'll have some other people hanging out. So until then, for me and for all the beer cans, happy National Beer Can Day. And we'll see you again real soon. This is InterBrews. Ooh, I should probably get that little stinger on there, shouldn't I? Oh, well. Oh, hold on. How do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Let's see if I got a thing. No? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is where it gets awkward. Where I scroll down and do this. Where is that at? I don't know. I'm looking for stuff. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you again soon. I like this one. Let's do this one. All right. Bye.